Romans, Romans chapter 8, verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach, Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit, for the law of the Spirit of life is in Hamashiach, Yahushua, have made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, for God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shabbat, Shem Kakodash, the Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shah, for giving us the apostles and the elders a great millstone who deserve double honors rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word and sincerity and truth, and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come, race wars, famine, concentration camps, the R5, the Egypt was the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lifting up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. Hey, our brothers, our Lord, take the course of this video. Time is 10:49 p.m. Tuesday, January 18th, the year of the turn up. And, well, Shalakia, and it is turning up. And, gotta fight. Gotta fight the good fight of faith. Stay focused. Because our King is coming back. And he is the reason why. There is no other reason. You can't fulfill anything yourself. The only thing that you can do is work out your salvation with fear and tremble. Be terrified. Because Yahushua is pissed off. Alright? I brought this out a little to the course of this video. I'm just a vessel. I was reading verses, and I found a couple of verses, and I found this chapter, Romans, and Romans chapter 8, verse 1. And I think the last video I did, I think it was the last one, and when it says, those will be in condemnation, and now this one is saying, if those that follow Yahushua will not be in condemnation. We went over to the word condemnation right on last time, right? Let's look at it though. Get damnation. G2631, right? Oh man, jeez, I think we went to this. This is the secretary say all this, but I think the other part is gonna be more. Let's look.
Damnatory sentence, condemnation.
All right, sentence. You'll be sentenced to something. When in this sentence, what you're gonna be sentenced to is to death. All right, and this before you're gonna make it out of here. All right, but this verse right here, it says Romans chapter 8, verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach, Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Okay? So they're not going to be sentenced to death. They're not going to be sentenced to being destroyed here or go through any. We're going to go through a hardship, right? We're going through that hardship now because we got to tolerate this madness. Okay? Long suffering. All right? So I wanted to pull out some verses out of each of these verses. I want to pull out some precept out of each of these verses I read. All right? I brought this out, it clarifies itself. Because I'm just a vessel. I saw this based upon searching out the scriptures for myself. Because you gotta always go into the scriptures to clarify, like, hey man, why is this guy saying these things, but the scriptures is saying something else. Because if we don't contend with these individuals, they're gonna literally say, oh, it's gonna lead to that. It doesn't. God gonna save everybody, right? Yahweh Shah is for everybody. Because that's what this whole fiasco was about. About how can we get everybody in the ships? We want everybody to get on the ships. No. Because the other ships we came over here on slavery, everybody wasn't on it. Oh, maybe certain people was on it, but everybody wasn't chained up. Right? So no. We're not. Oh, wow, good. So I wasn't even yawning until I turned the camera on, so I am fighting a yawning demon. Because we're demon fighters. Plain and simple. Alright, listen, let's go to this verse right here. Look what this verse says. Alright. I put out a word in this one. Alright. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 30. But of him are ye in Mashiach Yahweh, who of Yahweh is made unto us wisdom and righteousness, sanctification. This is the word I pulled out, and redemption. So Salaki, redemption. I pulled up the word sanctification, and just like I said, I was reading these verses, going through some precepts, and I said, "Wow, here go a topic." And so, sanctification. All right, Salaki, my eyes are itching, so I just trying to rub them up, clear them up right now. Salaki. This is natural. This ain't no like I'm just rolling the spirit, man. Like, you can't cut the clip and do this and do that. It's just natural. All right. So I'll read it again. But of him, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 30. But of him are ye in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, who of Yahweh is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption. Yahweh made Yahweh Shah for us through these things, wisdom and righteousness, man, and supplication, okay? Sanctification, all right? All right, so I looked up this word, and redemption, all right? We might go into the word redemption too. But I was how you say, all right. This is Strong's G38, right? Now, Salaki, I know we went into the word condemnation in the last episode, but now I just wanted the opposite of condemnation and condemnation. And if you don't do what Yahweh Shah tell you to do, you're gonna be condemnation, sentence to death. But if you do what he wants you to do, you won't be sentenced to death. Okay? So that's what we pulled out of the word condemnation. All right? Sentence. All right? Which now is coming out stronger because we're doing the second part of it based upon the spirit, because the spirit is guiding me right now. All right? So now I was a few words stuck out in this one, and it's simple. We're gonna let the secretary say it, and we're just gonna run with it. All right, in the spirit, right? Now look what it says. For the word, it's fell on my head. So let me go back. sanctification, all right, which is G38. He asmos. He asmos. That's how you say it in Greek. All right. But I want you to hear these words right here, and I want to get the meaning of one of these words. Okay, just based upon, listen, the meaning is here and it's accurate.
Consecration, purification, the effect of consecration, sanctification of heart and life.
All right, heart and life, your mind and your life source. If you follow, if you don't condemn, if you don't get condemnation, you don't get sentence, you're gonna be get everlasting life, and your mind is gonna be purified, purification. Okay, now I was looking at this word. Hey man, and I tell you like this, that following the ministry is built my vocabulary, and I'm mindful of things, man. And I'm taking in consideration, like I'm working on my own salvation too. And I'm taking it because when I first met the apostles, they told me, they said, don't take our word for it, go look it up. Now we have the tools. We have no excuse to go into the words. You cannot be blind by this, man. Like I said, these individuals got